Hey guys, Trains99 here with another review. Today we will be looking at the Forange, I don't know, set number FC3615, the Intercity cargo train, I believe, although it doesn't have a specified name. I'll also be listening to my phone get a notification because of course it will. I waited for that to happen, it never happened. I started recording and it happened. Welcome to my life. This set has 854 pieces, includes 6 figures, and the building time took about an hour and 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. Yeah, probably upwards towards the 2-hour range because of some of the detail that gets put in. I learned about this set and the existence of many more sets from the Brick Toy Brands group I'm in, Brick Toy Brands Trains. I'll put a link in the description below. So definitely go check that out, that Facebook group. I love it, and I love being a part of it, and there's always news coming out about these Brick brand trains, and that's where I get all my information pretty much. I'm not amazing at research on my own, but so help me if the admin there is not dedicated. Alright. Oh, that's going to be annoying for the rest of there. That's worse now. Anyway, let's take a look at the instruction manual, because it looks a lot like the box would have had I gotten the box, which I didn't because, oh my god, that cost so much. So, here we can see it's by, I made up a word to rhyme with orange block. Forange block. Really? It's an orange, but it's F to pay respects. And this is just the train, I guess, although they have so many train sets that you can't just call them all the train. So I've dubbed this one the Intercity cargo train because it looks kind of like one. Per my bumping the camera and research on price, its current price on AliExpress, the cheapest I could find was about $25, US dollars that is. You can't really find it under the name Forange anymore, or Forange. I have no clue how to pronounce that, so I'm just going to say them. You can't find it by them anymore, so it's going to be by some other name or whatever. I can't remember. It might be Goody for all I know. But it's still available as a set, it's just going to be under a different name. It's going to have the same set number, though, like I said, FC3615, or possibly just 3615. Yeah, of course, all that information, and probably a better review of it than this one's going to be in picture format is also available on in that group. So, without further ado, let's actually look at the parts. First thing, we get this nice little buildable rail crossing deal. I have dropped the instructions, it's all going wrong. With a sticker here, and this little built-up kind of crossing guard deal. Which looks nice. I kind of like it. I do not like that the lights are at 2 different heights. I mean, that's just bugging me. Come on, stay in focus. No, we're not going to do that thing? Okay. But what can you do? And then we got this little gate that you can raise and lower. It's horribly, it's fragile. It's very fragile. It's made up of very small pieces, and the bricks aren't the best quality in the universe, and they don't hold together very well, especially these flat pieces. So it will break. It wants to break right now, but it's not going to on camera because it's camera shy. But here, let me get it right up close for you. Bump the camera again because I'm a terrible person. Okay. I really need to switch this from continuous focus. That is going to make so many people nauseous, and I'm so sorry. Anyway. Come on. Now that sticker there is a perfect example of the sticker quality in this set. It's not great. It's on white. And I just got another notification, so I'm sorry again. Man, this video's gone to shambles. Um, but if you can see there, okay, cool. As you can see here, it sticks out over the side of the brick quite badly, and that's lined up on the other sides. That's just how it goes on. It's not great. The stickers are cut too big, and the printing's fine, and they're glossy and all that. It looks fine. It's just they're massive compared to the brick. So, and that's going to be a problem for pretty much all of them. Is the way they've been die cut? It's just not great. The minifigures you get with this set. Oh, and by the way, you do get the track that I'm showing here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 straight pieces, 2 curved. So, it's a track. It's the same quality as pretty much all the track I've ever had. It's fine. I'm sure it's almost all coming from one factory anyway. Save for like the Alcini stuff, they make their own little. Anyway, right, you get 6 figures, like I said. Here's 5. I couldn't fit the 6th one onto here, so I'll look at him in a moment. Here's a nice look at them all. We got man with red stick and safety vest. We have 2 men who work for a company. We have another man that drives a train, assumedly, and he reminds me of the Harold meme. I can't remember the full name of the meme, but you get it if you get it, and if you don't, you don't. And we got this man with a loose leg. His leg is very loose. It just kind of flops. Yeah, the quality of this set isn't the greatest in the world. The parts are definitely lower quality than I'm used to, but oh my god, that just it shouldn't. So like that. Anyway, the only accessory that these guys come with is this little red stick for this guy. And the printing's fine on these. No complaints there. This man needs to calm down. No printing on the back of any of these. I do like the little hats have a rectangle though. That's kind of neat. I just noticed that now. Maybe Lego does that, who knows. But yeah, it's fine for the figures. I did have one of these hands break, but luckily the set included a spare hand. This set does include spare pieces, but I'm not showing them because they got mixed with a whole bunch of others. But it's all the really little stuff that you expect, and maybe even a little less. And we get one more Herald. Now this is just the true Herald. I really can't remember the name of the meme. I am so sorry. But he gets this little break-built briefcase, and he's just supposed to be, well, I would reference the instruction booklet, but I've dropped it on the ground, if you'll excuse me. I can't get to it, never mind. We'll notice that he's just kind of standing here with a guy in blue at the railroad crossing, watching the train go by, as the man with the red stick threatens them with disembowelment. This also comes with one of these little brick separators, generic, same as Lego, design, all that, perfectly fine quality. Now, if anybody can tell me where I got this, that would be great, because I have no clue. I can't remember where I got this brick separator. I have completely forgotten what this came from. So if anybody can tell me in the comments where the heck I got this, like, from what manufacturer would this have come from? Or I guess what brand? That would be great. If not, there's a little bit of trivia. I own that. Congratulations. Now, onto the actual train itself. Let's move things out of the way so we can get to the train. Right. Let's look at the engine. Now, let me just start off by saying I don't think I'll be buying another Forange them whatever set. I wasn't very pleased with this set, and this is the first time I've been especially disappointed by a train set, despite the amount that I own. So, anyway, here we see the engine. Got these little, whatchamacallits to open, little doors. I can open this one too, what do you know. Inside of there we can kind of see there's a water cooler, but I'll get to that later. On top we've got the pantograph. We got these bars on both sides, you know, all that. Brick built bumper or buffers on these. So those are kind of nice. I do like the design here. And then if we take off the front, okay, if we dissolve the front, man, why does it always happen like this? As we dissolve the front, we can see 2 control sticks, place for a person to sit, and what would have been a control panel, I assume, or what you're supposed to believe is a control panel. I'm not even going to bother putting that back on right now because it's a bit fiddly. All these stickers are slightly too big for the bricks, height-wise especially. Width, as you can see if I light that one just right, you can see the width is fine, but the height, if you can see that there, is too tall, or too low, depending on how you place them. But either way, no matter how you phrase it, they're not great. This top piece here, what you put right there, it's only held on with 2 studs, and like prayers. And this entire back piece is also only held on with 2 studs here. And you can see this nice little water cooler feature they've included, and a little radio, which is nice. It's a nice amount of detail. Here we got another control panel that is completely different from the front. But, you know what? I am going to put this back together. But, I mean, it's good details and all, but it's just going to keep falling apart on me. That, exactly. It's just going to keep falling apart. It's not built well. It looks fine, but that's all it does, is it looks fine. Which will make itself very obvious if it hasn't already here shortly. Let me just get this all relatively seated. I think that's fine. Yeah, sure, why not? So, okay, all that, yeah, good. Yeah, there's some pieces that, you know what, take this and put it in the thing. Okay, good, yes, we're done. Now, you can probably tell that my focus is terrible. No, that this isn't built on a standard train base plate. This is built on regular plates, which means that these here are held on with, are actuated with turntables, which is fine. I mean, it gives them quite a bit of motion. I've completely forgotten to put a piece on here. There are some pieces that go under here. I've left them off. They're fine. They're just very, very basic. Anyway, these turn around and all that good stuff. Yeah, great. These wheels, they do not turn very well at all because of the construction of the trucks here. They just do not want to turn. These lift arms here are squeezed against the wheels really hard, to the point that they actually, if you look at them, they're going outward around them, which essentially acts as compression brakes on them and makes them impossible to turn. So, that sorted, we've also got the way they attach. You see this? This is just a little kind of peg piece here, little bar. That's because this is how you connect them. Just one of these. This doesn't allow a lot of hinging, really. It's a bit, you know, with the friction and all that, it's not great. And if you pair that with the fact that these wheels do not turn, I'm thinking you will probably be able to see this is a display-only set. You would have to do a lot, well, not really a lot, but you'd have to do a decent amount to get this to actually work well on a layout, as it were, or to make it, you know, its play value sucks. Is what I'm saying. Its play value sucks. It is purely for display, which is okay for me, because that's all I end up doing, but it's not great. I don't really like it. I like to be able to roll my trains and not just have them slide along the tracks with an imaginary screeching in the background as the wheels just continually rub on the metal, and it's awful. Right, anyway. Next we've got this little container car here. And the container is held on with more studs than the roof over there. It's 4 of them, actually 6 on this side. So help me, if you want to put a container on the other side, you're screwed. It's a container. Just looks like this. It's about all I can say, really. Same kind of trucks. Now, the amount of detail on these is amazing. You see, all that's built up brick by brick, and it works really nicely. It looks good. Personally, it looks upside down, but that's probably just me. But here we can see this again. Just kind of... if that's all that's holding them together, it doesn't look great. And this is what they do for the buffers on the cars. That's not how it works at all, even slightly. But alas, this is a pretty okay car, and again, modified, it would probably work just fine. Let's just put that back on the... More problems here. This is the tank car. Now, if you thought that roof was bad, this is worse. What is that? Flammable containment canister, right? You know, probably contains something flammable or explosive. So of course we're just gonna let that slide around. Just slide back and forth. Come on. There you go. I mean, that's not great. I mean, I really wish that would actually stay on. So it doesn't. So I mean, I guess if you wanted to play Grand Theft Auto and actually have a train that does something, you could do this. Now, the sticker is rather big. It goes over a few pieces here, and I just don't like that at all. Other than that, the build is pretty much fine. I mean, this bit likes to cave in because the inside build is atrociously finicky to put together. Oops, it's a bit dusty. But all in all, it's just... it could have been way better, and it isn't. Oh, and for the buffers on this car, they don't even try. You don't get buffers. You're not good enough. So, maybe I just got a bad experience. Maybe I bought the worst set possible out of the Forange line. I just hate that. I can't be the only one. I just... Oh, this is good. Alright, we're gonna go this way now. Oh, okay. No. Do not play ping pong with flammables, kids. So, that's this set. If I had to sum it up quickly and simply, it would be... Well, that could have been a lot better, couldn't it have? Oh well. At $25, 25 US dollars, though, it's not terrible. I guess. It's definitely not great. It's definitely less than you would expect from these kind of companies, because usually these kind of companies like Alcini and Lepin and rest in peace Enlighten, who used to do these train sets, they accept something better than this. Usually you get something better than this. I'm disappointed with this set. The figures are fine. They look great. But the overall construction and quality, personally, I'd say it's poor. Stop doing that. But you may have a different opinion, and that's fine with it. You came here for mine, and that's mine. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.